Alright everybody, this is Brick Builder 2014 and welcome back to Castville 2.0. And today, we're going to be working on some things in the town, specifically fire and police departments. So let's dive right on into it. And we're not going to connect them to this outlet we have here. Although I do really want to upgrade this. So I'd like to try to put this... If we could try to upgrade this road eventually here, I would like to do that, but we're not going to worry about that too much right now. For now, we're going to have to connect something. We're going to have to connect, and I think a good place to connect would be right here. But now that we've done that, we're going to have to drag power. We have to go like a little bit more complicated to get our power around, right? Or we could just do that. That works, right? Space already occupied. There we go. Connection, that works. A little bit weird, so I'm actually gonna, just take this bulldozer and then can I plow this? Boom. Good. Okay. We have some newly unlocked services. So we have the school system already. Now we have to do the police station and the fire department. So what I think we're gonna do is we'll toss the police station. We're gonna put the fire station over here. And then next to that, we're going to throw houses because people want to live next to the firehouse because then they'll feel safe. And, you want your citizens to feel safe. Then what we're going to do is as soon as we get enough money, we're going to be plopping down a firehouse. And then what we're going to do from the firehouse is after that, we're going to be able to set up some districts. Which the reason why we're going to set up districts is because we need to start taxing some of the people who have more money. Just a little bit more, just so that way we have enough money to run all the new amenities here. So we're gonna have to bump taxes in one particular area a slight bit. That, or we could do commercial tax, which is another great successful way for us to grow our taxes, because if we just use like commercial, I feel like that would be a good plan in a way. But we have tons of land over here for more houses because we want to keep the citizens coming in. That's another key. As long as we can keep people here, that's important, because if we can't keep people in the town, what's the point of them staying? So we're not going to set any policies just yet. Right now what I want to do is go into taxes, and we're going to bump that to 10, and we're going to bump that to 11%, just so we can start gaining a positive number here. Right now we're going back up. That's good. That's what we needed to happen from the start. We're gonna do a giant, there we go, pipe system. So piping looks pretty good. Power seems good, besides the fact that we definitely need to get more power at some point. So yeah, okay. What is with the water system? I think the water system is a-okay at the moment. So I don't know what they're saying in the chirper, whatever it's called. Okay, so how's our fire looking? We have fire to most of the places, so more than half the city has fire. Police, I don't really know how you can tell police, but we really do need to get another fire station placed down. So that will work. But anyway, let's set a district. So what is this? This is a paint district, and this is a race district. So what I want to do is, let's see, where's the premium? Where's like our good... Here, okay, right over here is a district. Okay, so I don't want to call it the middle district. How can I change? Am I allowed to change that? How can I change that? Boom. Can I like click it? Okay, here we go. Middle district. We're gonna call this. Let's just call it low town for now. I don't know. We're gonna have midtown, low town, stuff like that. Okay, they have power usage enabled. Okay. Oh wait, nah. I'm not gonna do anything here. That would be too expensive. We're just gonna get rid of this district in total then. Okay. Why would I want to keep a do they actually help us? No, they do not at the moment. This is not gonna help. City needs more power. Okay. So currently our power situation is not supplying enough. So let's get another 8. Another 8. Boom. So that should be good, because now we have another 16. We got a tiny town. That is good. Okay, police. Okay, our town's becoming a city. Cool, there's a abandoned building. Okay, well, we can just, break that bad boy down. Okay. So I don't know what the police are supposed to be doing, but they're not really doing their job. We got the medical clinic. So let's connect. Let's get this nice windy road. Boom, we'll just, you know, throw it down there, whatever. And also same with the straight road, we'll just toss one there. Boom, we're gonna put some stuff here. Okay, now let's toss down our medical clinic right there, because that looks good. You know, having some medical stuff is pretty good for our town as a whole. So let's just pop on over here, because I mean the town was demanding it, so we're gonna supply it, because supply and demand is super important here. New services, a police station. Don't we already have a police station? I'm pretty sure we do, so we're not really gonna worry too much about that. But now we do need to get a high school though at some point, so if we can get enough money for one of those, that might be a good thing to buy, because then in total we'll have a better educated society, which educated society does mean better jobs, which means that they'll make more money, which means that they'll pay more taxes, which is key to our town's growth, is us making enough money to keep up with like our spending, because we're spending a lot more than we're currently making, and only 17% of our town is currently educated. We need to try to get the number to at least, I would say, 40%, and then well-educated should be around like 50, and then highly educated we want like a 10% highly educated society. That would be good. Okay, there's a whole new land available for purchase, so we could buy one of these. But how much does it cost? Purchase. Okay, it doesn't even cost that much money, but I feel like we don't really need any of new land at the moment. So I think we'll be okay with what we have right now. Although pretty soon we might want some new stuff. Okay. Okay. So it looks like we might want to get another police station. Maybe we can. I don't want to throw one on the outlet though. Is that really smart to put a police station on our outlet? Let's throw another one there. We don't want the outlet of people to. Alright, so let's look at this police station over there. Okay, every bird should be protected. We don't want the outlet over here to get. What's it called? Like super busy. And why is water now? Oh, water is never being pumped over here? Okay, wow. Which means the same thing goes for power. There's no power ever being connected over here. Because they're gonna need power. Okay, can I build a canal? Okay, it's prone to flooding. So I can now prevent flooding and stuff, that's cool. But we're currently, are we gaining money or losing money? Okay, we're gaining money again. That is good. We need that to start happening. We need to pick up the pace with money so we can get our education higher. Now let's see. Alright, we have 22% getting educated, so currently more and more education is coming. Okay, water though, there's some water issues over here as well. We gotta start remembering, we gotta start putting water everywhere. And also power. We're having a bit of a power struggle right now, energy-wise, so let's put another 8 right there. And that'll do 7, we don't want a 7, we need a place that does 8. Anything that does 8, that's a 6, so 6 is not, okay. So that looks like all we're going to be able to suck out of the power for now. I mean, that's okay. That is still a decent amount. Okay, we don't need to do any of this stuff. Okay. None of this we're going to be building at the moment. What is this? We want to build a gravel path. I don't know if that's really such a top priority for our town at the moment. But you never know. Maybe the town really wants it. Okay, so police. Everybody for the most part seems good there. Fire. These people here are still very likely to be affected. So maybe what we'll do is, what we're going to do is we can actually just branch out here. And get something to connect there. Yeah. Okay. And then I do want to put a nice fire station. Okay. That way they'll all be happy. And then we'll throw some more of that down there. Okay. New services. We can get parks now. Okay. That's cool. Not something I really see us doing in the near future, but it's still something we need have eventually, so you know, time worth it having it. Okay, there we go. Now we need to start gaining though, for sure. We can afford a park if we want one. They don't cost too much, but the big thing is things that don't cost too much now may cost a lot later. So we don't want to do that. How's the water situation? Okay, so this water over here is gross. But this is clean water, so that's okay. As long as we have some clean water, I would say we're doing all right for now. Let's just connect this. We are having a constant power struggle still. I think we really need to get one more of these mills. Okay. Or not, because now we have a ton more money, so let's see what we can do. What is this? Cemetery? Okay, we definitely want a cemetery at some point, because that'll probably make people in the town happier, because having a place to bury their loved ones is something that most people would want. Public transport, okay, leaving more room, okay. Okay, create buses, wow, okay, buses, that's gonna be very interesting to try out. We'll have to save that for another time. We got a Japanese garden we can do, a botanical garden, a carousel, and a bounce house. Wow, okay, well those things will definitely bring up town, like, I guess morale at some point. Let's put the new high school right there. Boom, got tons of new educated citizens, which is amazing. Well, at least future educated citizens. We've already got 5 criminals. The crime rate is only a 6% rate. That's pretty good, I'll take it. The healthcare is pretty low. That's okay though, as long as it's low, as meaning the low amount of injuries, and we're gonna be okay. How is power doing? Alright, so we're really not we're not making enough power to go up with the demand right now. Because we're making this much, this is how much, we're consuming more than we're producing at the moment. So that's a bit of a massive problem. And we're gonna need probably one of these ridiculously OP, good, advanced wind turbines eventually. Okay, there's high demand for more residential land as well. Okay, that was not a twisty road. There we go. That was a twisty road. Right down the center there, and right down, boom, like that. No, wrong thing. Can I go over that? Yes, come on. I don't want any of that there, so can I demolish? No, I cannot demolish it. Okay, well, that's a bit unfortunate. I guess we're just gonna throw a bunch of industrial next to this, but alright. Unless there's one of these that, no, never mind, that doesn't work. Like, here we go. This could be far worse. I mean, at least we got a bunch of new land for people who desperately want it. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna throw a little bit in there. Actually, we should have probably made those industrial. Now let's set up a district around here eventually once this place starts getting some people. Because I think I want this to be the upper end part of society. I feel like that could be cool if we have like an upper side to our society. The high class, you know, really expensive to live in side with all the amenities and prosperities of the town, if you know what I mean. Okay, come on. We are gaining positive money right now, which is good. Let's go here. Okay, whatever. Tower is good. Right now, we're not gaining as many citizens as I would like, but then again, we're also, you know, playing in the slow time currently. We got to speed it up, get some stuff going. How's our education looking? We got 1% of our town is well educated. So, that's saying something, you know. Town isn't super educated of Castville. We're going relatively quickly, and I love how this is just going by months. See, look, we're just going month by month, month by month. That's okay, though. I'll happily get into 2018 soon. Got no problem doing just that. Now, though, we're going to want to buy one of these new plots of land, and I think I want to buy... If we buy this one, that'll give us connections to the other roads. Yes. Okay, wait, but which one costs money that was pretty important, too? So this one here is definitely the cheapest, but it's also basically just water. So let's buy this one up here. Okay. So, now we also have the land on this side for building. So how do we connect? We can connect roads to this. Boom. I want to make like a giant shape like that, yeah. Okay, we're gonna make this side the wealthy side. I've just declared that, okay. Cemetery, okay. Definitely want to get the cemetery though at some point, because I feel like that is something that a lot of people would want in a town. Okay, we're gonna use this feature to just, you know, go ahead and do this quickly because it's a curve and it's a lot quicker to do it like this. Okay. But yeah, this is going to be the wealthy side of town. I just have figured that out. So let's just, you know, go all up over here. We're gonna call this the upper. We'll call this the upper side, I think. Boom. Okay. Hillside Park. That's not the name I really want to call it, but all right. Can we edit that? Yes, we can. Okay, we're gonna call it the upper side. Boom. Policies. Here they have a smoking ban. Okay. They have. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so they just have a smoking ban over here for now. That's okay. We got the buses we still need to do at some point. But we're not generating enough power. Yeah, see, we're not producing nearly enough power to keep going. Boom, throw an 8 down. We need that. We need more power. That's our big problem at the moment. But anyway, guys, that has been episode 4 of City Skylines, building Castleville. This has been Brick Builder 2014, and we need to really start working on this town, getting these Upper East Side and stuff like that. I don't know why I said Upper East. Is this Upper East? Well, technically North never eats like waffle, so I guess technically this would be the East. So yeah, we'll see you in the next episode, guys. We're going to be working on the Upper East Side. That's our new name for this place, supposedly. I don't know. What the heck is this little dot thingamabob? I have no idea. But, oh, that's the smoking ban. Alright, well, anyway, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys. This has been Brick Builder 2014, and I'm signing off. See you in the next one.